How you doing? Don't worry, I'm not going to talk like that. I have found the perfect app for you. It is called Trade Help. It is a job management software. It's free. What more could you want? Stay tuned, smash the like button, subscribe. Let's get into it. So the app's called Trade Help. Looks a bit like that. And we have got so much to tell you about it. It's a great app. It does everything from calendars, invoicing, quoting, gas certificates, warning notices, cylinder certificates, gas rates, finance, cashback, save you money on materials. There is so many more different things that we can get into, but I'll be here all day talking about it. So let's just get into it. I'll show you a quick, brief run through of the app, and I'll let you judge what you think of the app itself. So once you've signed up to Trade Help and you've signed in, this is your home screen. Right at the top, you're going to see a prompt to sign up to the free buying group. So that was going to access your discounted prices, and it's an initiative, is that the right word, for saving. You're going to save money at your merchants on certain products. So I do recommend to join that, especially if you're with Worsley, Plum Centre, Plumbers, any of your major brands, and also newest merchants to be involved is Toolstation. So do check that out. Also, underneath there is the latest news section. So any new offers, any new products that get released, anything like that is going to be in here. You might even see the odd giveaway for some gift vouchers from Amazon. So do check the latest news section out, because you might be able to grab yourself a bargain there. So once you've signed up to your buying group, you can also then go into your settings options there and go into account setup. You're going to need to set up your account. So for your details, you have to put in your address. So all you have to do is put your postcode in, click look up, and it's going to bring you all the house numbers for that street. This also works with when you create a new customer, invoicing, your certificates. Basically, anytime you need to find a customer's address, you can do it like so. So we'll just click that address there, add your email address, add your phone number, gas safe number. If you're off-tech registered, add your off-tech number, your company number if you want as well. And also, you can put in if you're VAT registered or not. At the bottom, you're going to have to put your bank details in, so it'll put this in the footer of all your invoices, so you don't have to input it every time. Then also, I think it's a really good feature, upload your logo to it, and then at the top of your invoicing, quotes, your gas certificates, anything that you need to send over to the customer basically will have your logo on there, and it looks very professional. You can link your QuickBooks and Xero accounts if it's what you use, and then also on your heating and plumbing section you can add your favourite merchants, and there's a few other bits you can add, such as your labour charges per hour. To put £70 in there, so it can easier to when you're doing your quoting. You can then add your favourite manufacturers. So I've just put a couple in here. So boilers, Baxes, chemical and filters, let's say Fernox, and controls, EPH. And basically what that's doing is when it comes to doing your quotes, it's going to select boilers for you and recommend boilers and give you rough prices, just so it looks a bit better on your quotes basically. So once you've done all that, you can go into the settings, more details for your buying groups. You can add users, so you can have multiple users. So if you've got quite a few engineers that work for you, you can create them an account, and it sends an email over to them, and they can sign up to it, and they can use it on their phone, and you can send jobs over to them, so they accept the jobs on the morning, and they know their jobs for the day. They can do all the invoicing and quoting through the same app, through the app as well. So it's great for big companies as well as small one-man band companies as well. Trade Help also do offer a finance, so you can click on the finance option and go through there and apply for that. It's got the My Profile section there, so it's just a few details, but you don't really use that on a regular basis. And then Trade Help do an office. So Trade Help Office for desktop. So they do Trade Help Office, and they also do Trade Help Heat Pro, which is for heating engineers. And you can there's loads of different features which I will go into at a later date on the Trade Help Heat Pro Office desktop version. So a quick run through of the app and what it does offer, as well as the features I've already mentioned already. You can do all your calendar on here, so I use this on a daily basis and keeps me very organised, and I know what I've coming up and what availability I've got coming up in the future. So I've not added anything to here, but what I can do is on my calendar I can click the plus in the top right hand corner, and I can add a new service reminder or a new appointment. So I'll add a new appointment. So you select your appointment, you've got quotes, install, service, breakdown, heat repairs, plumbing repairs, maintenance or other. So your other will be for yourself, for an appointment for yourself. So say if you need to take a day off, or you need a reminder to call a customer, you can do it by doing this. By clicking other, assigning it to yourself, and in the description and in the notes, leaving what you need to do. But what we'll do, go back into that, we'll create a job here. So we'll create a service for the day. If you're doing an install, you can do it over multiple days as well, which is great. You can do your start time and finish time. Click on customer. You can add a new customer from here, which you click the plus in the top right hand corner. You can fill out all their details, including their address. You can add notes if needs be. So we've got this test customer here, so we'll assign that, and then you can send email reminders so once you've booked the service in to your diary, it will send an email over to them if you've got their email on record, and it'll just give them a little reminder that you've got an appointment booked at this date on this time. So that's all that done. Go to the bottom and click save, and that will appear as a green dot on there. Each service install quote have all different colours, so it's easy to know at a glance what you've got on for that day. You can also add customers and check your customer database by clicking the customer section, and you can add customers here the same way we did in the calendar. And then you'll keep all your customers in details on record there. If you click on the customer, you can see their details. You can connect different customers for, say, landlords. So you can create a landlord and then add their properties by connecting the customers. Here you can add notes. If you go into other info, any documents you email over to them will be stored here. So invoices, certificates, quotes, anything like that will be all stored here, so you can see them and go back to them at a later date. It will track the appliances as well. So when you add an appliance to this customer, say you're doing a boiler service, you add the boiler. Next year when you go to service it again, all the details from the boiler service from the previous year are already there, so you don't have to input them twice. You can also add photos to this customer, so you can add photos of the boiler, install, just to keep them all nice, saved in one area, and you're not getting lost in your phone. So I'll just show you quickly the quotes and invoicing. So on the quotes here, you can see all the quotes you have sent over to customers, or the ones that you haven't sent. At the bottom, you're going to see draft, which will be in orange, and blue when it goes to sent. So if you click on one of the quotes, you can go back and look through it. You can edit it and resend it if needs be. But this is how they look. If you click on the view, it'll tell you the quote summary, what is it including, how much it'll be, and then your quotation lower down. You can show individual prices if you want, but you don't have to. And like I was saying before, they do their own terms and conditions, so they write it all out for you, which is great. So have a read through that, because there's a lot of legal stuff in there, but it's all general stuff, but will cover your ass if need be. So go back. So to create a new quote, you can press the plus in the top right hand corner, select your customer, and these are all the different kind of quotes you can do. So you've got your all trades quotes, you've got your quick quotes with no terms and conditions, you've got your heating quotes, service and repair quotes, you can do bathroom quotes, you can do electrical quotes. This app isn't just for plumbing and heating engineers, it's for electricians. Any trade, to be honest, could use this app. The heating quotes and the bathroom quotes go into a lot of detail, and I will do a separate video on them another time. When I was talking about what boilers and chemicals and controls you used, this is where it comes into play with the heating quotes, because it will select your boiler for you and give you a rough price and a rough idea of how much it's going to cost. Right, so moving over to invoices. It's laid out exactly the same as your quotes. You're going to list all the ones that you've got as a draft, you've sent, and ones that have been paid. So you can search from in the search bar at the top, or alternatively what you can do is click the button on the right hand side and you can filter them down. So if you clicked paid, it's going to show you all the ones that haven't been paid, and that way you can keep on top of all your jobs that owe you money, and that way you're not going to get lost or in debt, and you can keep on track of things a lot better. So to create a new invoice, all you got to do is press the plus button at the top right hand corner. We'll select our customer. You can also add your new customer then if you need to add a new customer, if it's just a quick invoice you need to do for a job. So what we do is add item. Let's say boiler service, £75. And we've got one of them. You can click hide itemized price on your invoice, but you may want to show the price on the invoice if it is listed. If you've got multiple items on there, you may want to show individual prices. So we'll save that. You can add notes here, which will be added to the invoice. Your bank details are automatically added to the invoice already, so there's no need to add your bank details here. So if there's any little notes you want to leave for the customer, this is the place to add them. So you go to confirm and send. It's going to automatically generate a invoice reference number. The invoice date, you can set the status of it is sent, so you can change that to sent. Once you've sent the email, that will change automatically. Your payment terms, so you've got on there due now, 7 days, 14 days, 28 days or other. Most people, that suits most people. I just put due now because I want my money straight away. If you want to add a discount, you can add discounts on there. So you can do a percentage, or you can do a fixed price. So if you want to have, say, like a £5, say if you're doing an offer, you've got some flyers, £5 off your next service. So we'll add that. What's that do? If you just see your balance has gone down to £70. So once the customer's paid you, you can go back to your invoice, add the payment. So the paid card of £70, and we can change the status now to paid. And what we'll do is we will email that to customer, so that'll send you straight over to the emails. So if you've got an email saved for the customer on the database, it will show here. Click send, and it will send via the email that you've set up on the system to your customer. I don't have one set up for this test, so what I'll do is just save and exit. We'll go back to the invoices, and you can see there, £70 paid, and jobs are good. So it's really good for quoting and invoicing is this app, so I do highly recommend it for that. So the toolbox section has loads of different tools for different trades and different things on there that is great for business. So you've got a works record, so you can carry works records on there, satisfaction notes, so you can get a customer to sign off on a job. You've got waiver forms, which I think are great. So these waiver forms, let's say on this job here, we've done a quote on here. So details, let's say you can put anything in there. We'll just save. You get a customer to sign it, and they've got to read this section here. So they're going to Trade Help have done all the wording for you, and I think it's a great bit of kit, and they can sign it with their finger on there. And then when it generates, what we can do is click view. When we email this to the customer, they've got proof of this, you've got proof of this, and it just covers your backside for any upcoming problems that may occur. So we'll save and close that. You've got risk assessments. You can do risk assessments on here. You can do letterheads if you need to send a professional letter to someone. But some of the bits that I use day to day is the heating forms. So you can create service reminders, gas certificates, commercial gas certificates, LPG gas certificates. The list goes on. There's absolutely loads on here. Boiler service and maintenance records. You've got a systems change waiver form. I use this quite a lot. And the power flush waiver form, and basically that's going to cover your backside if you're changing from a vented system to a unvented system, or from a gravity fed system to a pressurized system, that the pipe work it might not hold once you've pressurized it. So it just covers you there, and that way the customer can't come back at you with legal action. You can also do all your warning notices here, your not to current standard notices. It also has oil service and commissioning records that you can do on here. So for anyone in the heating trade, it is the perfect app. I'll just show you quickly the gas certificates. So we'll create a new gas certificate here. So we'll select our customer like we did with our invoicing. Is it the same site address as the customer's address? It is, because sometimes you might have a landlord where you have a different site address to the customer's address. So we'll click yes. On here, customer certificate details, you can put your own reference number in if you want your own reference number, but it does generate a unique serial number. The date of creation and the expiry date, so in a year's time this will expire, and document details here. So you can do your landlord's gas certificate, homeowner gas certificate, standard gas certificate, or a boiler service certificate. So click save. Here you can add your appliances. So I won't go through this in too much detail, but you've got all your options, just like you would in your written pad. You've got all your options in there to fill out. We'll just click, we haven't put anything in. Let's go back. It's going to throw me right back out of this, I think. No, there we go. Then you've got your final checks where you can do your gas safety checks. And also, it's got your tick boxes for your CO alarms and your smoke alarms. So we'll save that as well. You can get your customer to sign it. You sign it yourself. And you've got any additional notes. So if you had to do any additional work, you could put that in that section. And then if you click view certificate, this is what it's going to look like. So it looks like a professional certificate. It's got your logo on there, gas safe number, and it's really good. And it's free. That's the best thing about it. It's completely free. So we'll go back to the toolbox. Another things I use regularly is the gas rate section. You can size your expansion vessels, heat loss calculator, gas pipe sizing for single and multiple appliance gas pipe sizing. So it's really good bit of kit. Some of the heating tools, you got your fault codes on there. So you click your fault codes, select your boiler, baxi, and it's going to give you all the common fault codes on there of what it might be and how you might repair it. So we'll go back. It also stores the majority of installation manuals. So click on there. Natural gas boiler, it's ideal. Logic combi, and then you can download the installation manual there. So it's really quick, accessible. You're not having to search the internet looking for the correct manual. Everything is there at your fingertips. So going back to the toolbox, there is some ACS and off-tech training on there. So you can find ones local to yourself. So domestic gas, put in, use my location, search for training centres. So let's do that. And so it's going to show me all these training centres near to me that I will be able to renew my gas and my ACS with that. So it's great for any gas engineer. General tools. This is more for anyone in any other trade, basically. So you can do, it's got spirit level, you can put your torch on, it's got loft installation calculator, brick calculator, tile calculator, paving calculator, and that links with the Juicen app. Juicen do work in partnership with Trade Help as well as Toolstation and all the other companies as well. The option menu on the left hand side, you've got all these other options. So you've got job management, which is just for the Office Pro and the Heat Pro account. So if you're sending jobs to engineers, this is where they will show up because they're interactive job sheets for your engineers. But the free plan that comes with the app, it's not included. So you'll have to sign up for that, which we will show you at a later date. They do have a section called Buytrade, which is to do with heating spares, which I will show you shortly at the end of this clip. You have your notifications here, which is any reminders to do with your buying group savings and your finance applications, stuff like that. You can upload documents. So this is going to be, you can upload your gas certificates, your cashback, let's have a look, cashback invoices, insurance documents, gas safe, others. So anything you need to send to Trade Help, you can upload here, which is very handy because it makes it a lot quicker and not having to email back and forth and making sure it goes to the right person.
So that's the app. That's a pretty much run through of how I use the app and the main features that I use personally. And I think what it offers for free compared to some other software that you do pay a monthly fee for or an annual fee for, this for a free software is the dog's bollocks, as my old man would say. As I did mention, they have a sister company called Bytrade, bytrade.co.uk. It is a heating spares on demand website. So let's check that out as well while we're here, and I highly recommend this, so do stay tuned.
So this is the Buytrade.co.uk website. Like I say, it is a sister company and works alongside Trade Help, which I use for my diary, invoicing and all that. This is for heating spares, basically on demand. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for a new search here. So you can select by your appliance, so you can click manufacturer appliance and the part type you want. If you've got the GC number, you can have the GC number. It'll bring up all the parts for that boiler. Or if you know the part code, you can put the part code in. You can also, which is a great feature, you can add your favourites, which I think if you're a heating engineer and you've got common parts you use quite often, you can add that to your favourites list, and it's just easy, more accessible than having to search every time. It also shows you your recent orders, so you can go back and check your orders that you've placed recently. So manufacturer is ideal, spell that right. Appliance, we've got Logic plus 35 kilowatt, and we need a gasket. There we go. Search. So it's going to bring up all the relevant parts here in the part codes and what if it matches with the appliance. So I need the burner gasket, so we'll add that to our basket. We'll go to the basket. So you go to your basket, it'll show you all the parts if you're adding more than one part and how many of each part you're purchasing. So we'll click continue, and what it's going to do here is, once you sign up, you've got your postcode in. So I've got my postcode in the top right hand corner, and it's showing me all the merchants locally that have it in stock and or that can deliver to me. So HRP is a delivery only, so they can deliver it tomorrow. They don't do same day delivery. Worsley, however, do same day delivery, which I need it today, so I'm going to go collect it. So they have it in stock, so I can collect today, or alternatively, if I don't need it tomorrow, I can collect it tomorrow, or they can deliver it tomorrow for me as well. So we'll proceed that, and it's going to take me to the checkout basically. So it's £24.31. You're getting it their terms. So Buytrade and Trade Help have their own terms with Worsley, City Plumbing, HRP, and you're going to get cheaper than if you just went in there yourself. So you have got to put a collection name in there, so put my name in there, and you can also put a reference number if you want a reference number. You don't have to. So we'll check out here. I'll skip this bit and I'll show you the confirmation bit we get in a second. So once you've purchased it, you're going to get this successfully placed order. You can get an order number, and you can continue shopping if you want then. So it's a bit of a receipt on there, and it shows you a bit of terms and conditions. You need to collect next day after 9:30, or if you're collecting the same day, you can go straight up basically. So yeah, and I'll just show you the email. They send an email through to you as well with confirmation of the purchase. Right, so there it is. A few seconds later, you receive a confirmation email, and works as an invoice for your records as well. So it's going to give me the full address of the plumb centre that I need to go to, so I can go over there now and collect that. It's simple as that. Once you get to the store, if you say that you've bought it off Bytrade and they've emailed you through a purchase order, they will be able to find it, and they should have it ready for you to collect. So I highly recommend Trade Help as a website. It's a great bit of kit, and you're getting spares cheaper than you would off the shelf. So do go check it out. You have got to be a member of Trade Help, so do sign up to Trade Help before going over to Bytrade, and you won't regret it.
Right, so that's a wrap. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It has been a bit of a different video from what we usually do, but it's how and what I use for my day-to-day job management software. So do check Trade Help out. It is a great app. I will put a link in the description below to download that. If you have used it before or you do download it, let me know how you get on, what you think of the app, because not only for me, but for Trade Help themselves, they would love to hear your feedback. I have got a giveaway coming up maybe in about a week's time on behalf of Toolstation and Trade Help, and it's a great prize. We've got a pair of drills coming, so to give away to one of you lucky subscribers. So this giveaway will be going over YouTube and Instagram, so keep an eye out on whichever platform you're on, but keep an eye out for that. So enough of me babbling. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope to see you guys again sometime. Thank you, and peace out.